deck tech. Let's try Meteor Swarm. So okay, the Chalice I think is doing what it's supposed to do, but we're still just kind of dropping some random games against like Bulgari, Planeswalkers. Somehow we dropped a match against Jund, although I'm not really sure, what to make that much about that, but also we never drew Ensnaring Bridge, so like obviously, we can get to test that out against them, although they usually got a lot of answers, so you never know, but yeah, and then the main thing was kind of Copycat, because I definitely think Copycat is a deck that we can definitely have more game against. So anyway, what's the takeaway? Okay, what can we do here? I'm thinking let's try Meteor Swarm, because Meteor Swarm, and shout out to whoever suggested this. I can't remember, unfortunately, but yeah. Anyway, from like the last where we headed off, we're gonna try this out. It just seems like a good answer to Murktide Regent, and maybe we can 2-for-1 like a few 4 toughness creatures or a 5 toughness and a 3 toughness creature. We in theory should be able to get a 2-for-1, maybe even a 3-for-1, maybe even a 4-for-1, depending on how much mana we have and how much toughness there is total we can divide up. Yeah, but the main thing is I just like that this is kind of an out to Murktide Regent. It's a little bit of a clunky, expensive out, and in some ways definitely worse than Ensnaring Bridge. But it does definitely seem to have some potential. So anyway, let's give it a try, shall we? And I think this may be what it takes to clinch some close games against those decks with like a lot of Planeswalkers, and it doesn't conflict with Obosh, so that is a pretty good thing in my book. That it's got a pretty good ability to interact with Planeswalkers, and it doesn't conflict with Obosh. So anyway, I don't know that it necessarily has to be a 4-of, but anyway, let's get to the game, see how it goes. Alright, till next time. Alright, let's get to it. And smash that like button. Gotta remember to say that more in the beginning of the videos. Alright. Alright, match 1. And one thing that I realized I forgot to comment on is that the main deck Blood Moon, I feel like if you're gonna play 4 of a moon effect, it should probably be Blood Moon, because we want more of that. There are more matches where we want actual Blood Moon, and if we would prefer mages, sometimes we can do a 2-2 split, or even just 2 mages, or Magi have sometimes worked in the past. And I just do feel like just maximizing on the moon effects is gonna be pretty good to play into their strengths instead of mixing, I guess. But yeah, anyway, we're playing Ragavan instead of Pyrite just because the upside of maybe playing a seasoned Pyromancer and playing Pyrite Spellbomb. Now if they might Prismatic Ending, but okay. Well, if this connects, that'll be pretty good. Yeah, we got a good pitch if it does connect. But they might drop, okay. Okay, I think we're gonna get Counterspell. Let's see if we get like an Opt or something. Or Shark Typhoon. Too bad we can't cycle it. Yeah. I mean, we know they got Counterspell. Might as well, I guess, just, we'll get the tokens later anyway. Yep. I could have gone Hammer, but let's see the point. Spreading Seas. Chalice of the Void? That's fine. Oh, Spark Typhoon. I guess they're running low on mana. Alas. Alright, so I think Blood Moon is GG. Alright, but no Blood Moon, but that's fine. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'll play Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard Pyrite and Hammer. Not bad. Alrighty, let's see. And if they don't draw another land, okay, yeah, then they'll be in pretty bad shape. Yeah, it's no biggie. Remove a token. Yeah. I mean, this has got to be a good position for us. Now, of course, they are probably going to go for a Supreme Verdict. That's fine. This at them, this at them, this at Fairy. Prismatic Ending. So, question is, do we put Obosh to hand, or do we play the season tokens? Either way, I think we're presenting lethal. So let's put Obosh to hand, because this way we can drop Obosh and then play Lightning Bolt and Stomp. Or Lightning Bolt and Spikefield, rather. Whereas the other way, we'd have to use all our cards. Alrighty. Alright, now if they also, if they play Cryptic Command, we can drop Obosh and then Lightning Bolt Spikefield as well. Yep. They don't seem to play Force Negation main deck somehow. Maybe just Force Negation is just so ridiculously expensive. I don't know. RT. It's worth noting Meteor Swarm can also take down a Primeval Titan. So, what deck is this deck? Yeah, I don't think this is a deck for Meteor Swarm. It might be a deck for Chalice. I don't think so. I think this is definitely a matchup for Magus. And it's definitely a matchup for at least 2 Pillage, but maybe more. I think we can... Yeah, believe it or not, we're going to take out 2 Lightning Bolt, even though it was good that game, because I just think Pillage is just more likely to make the kind of... And we do want these to just cycle, because there are going to be circumstances where Lightning Bolt's just going to be a little bit weak sauce. Because it's sometimes we just don't want 3 damage. I mean, yeah, I can help deal with Planeswalkers, but... I know it's weird to side out a Sacred Cow like Lightning Bolt, but... It's not, trust me, like... Lightning Bolt is a great tool to have. It's very versatile, but sometimes you rather just want threats. Threats are cards that can cycle into threats. Okay. Like, see, right here, I think Spellbomb is just going to be better. Can also deal with random, like, so I sometimes they bring in, like, Leilani Sanctity or Core Firewalker or something. It's bizarre, but, like, sometimes they do, and if they do, like, it's just, you know, good to randomly have stuff like this to help out. Alrighty. Alrighty. We could cycle to try to, like, play Ragavan, but I'd rather just Bonecrusher in a turn. And probably present Bonecrusher. Just because I think that's a type of spell that they probably do want to counter. But, you know, it'll preserve my higher impact plays for later. Let's see. No point in running out Blood Moon or Magus, because we know they got a counterspell. If they have Lightning Bolt, but I think they're primarily like a blue-white deck. If they have Lightning Bolt, though, then obviously it's worse, but otherwise, yeah, see counterspell. If they're blue-white, they rely primarily on their counter magic to deal with stuff like this. Alrighty. Okay. I think we play Seasoned Pyromancer. It's best at dealing with Teferi. And I think we can discard... Let's discard Blood Moon, because like, Relic is also a pretty good card at doing the hateful kind of things that we need it to do. They don't really have particularly good bounces here. Bouncing a token is like obviously an option, but trust me, it's not like that great. Ooh, good thing we got the Pyrite Spellbomb. Oh, are they gonna steal it? Okay, well, we have another one, and if we draw land, we'll be in a great spot, because then we can play Magus and clear the Sanctifier. But honestly, we can wait on the Magus anyway, I think, or no? Yeah, I want to play Magus, but then it just gets bounced by Teferi, so let's just do this. I guess we might as well finish it off with Stomp, right? It's a pretty good use of Stomp, I think. Yeah, see, sometimes they bring in these pro-red creatures. It isn't normal, but like, Pyrite Spellbomb, I think, is just better even if they don't. But the fact that like Lightning Bolt can't deal with Sanctifier, that's huge. It's huge that we had an answer. It's right there. Because that's like a haymaker, and we just took it right out. Okay, good thing we've got our Seasoned Pyromancer game going. So they'll probably try to protect it with Pyrite Spellbomb. Hopefully we can finish it off with Lightning Bolt and then drop Magus. Alright, we'll try to Lightning Bolt to start off. If they force a negation, I think we'll just play the other Lightning Bolt, because we just can't let this thing live. But if they don't, then we play Magus. Magus Beacon teaches Blood Moon. I don't really think they're a true Jeskai deck. I think they're just playing Triome just to have extra colors for Prismatic Ending. That's what I think. And in this spot, Magus is definitely better than Blood Moon. Okay. Yeah, this really doesn't concern me that much. We were thinking of bringing in Chalice ourselves, although they just don't have enough 1-drops to really justify it. I don't want to expose this to getting Snapcaster maged. Alrighty, let's do this. Yeah, this can enable our mages to attack, which is always nice. Magus is doing work. Teferi, Teferi. Alright. Or Prismatic Ending. Okay, you got me. Still gonna try to drop Blood Moon. Let's see if this is good enough. Okay, it is. We'll probably try to flash back the season tokens next turn. Well, at least we're turning off Castle Vantris. Okay. I mean, that's fine. At least it's doing something. I'm getting a little 3-drop flooded here, but I think it's okay. Yeah, we'll attack all the rest of them because if they deal with the 1-card attacking Teferi, then we get to resolve whatever we want to resolve. They could Supreme Verdict. They could also just counter and then go to Supreme Verdict. We'll Season Pyromancer in a turn. It's the most mana efficient thing we can do. Supreme Verdict. That's fine. Alrighty. Maybe we attack with Bugbear, because think about it. The only way they can play a white removal spell is if they go down to 1. we draw an untapped land, we're really in business. Yeah, let's do it. You can take control of a token. I guess they have to, right? Yeah, taking control of a token seems like not where they wanted to be. Yeah, and they're down to 1. And we got another token. Pretty good. Seems pretty good to me. I like it. Ooh, I like it. Okie dokie. Mm-hmm. I think that's that. Alrighty. Righty. Alright, victory screen any time now. Alright, anyway, take care everybody. Okay. Alrighty. Match 3, let's go. Hey, and we got the Raggy. We got the Raga. Let's see how it does. Let's see how it does. Yeah, we'll keep. Yeah, the hands where you got Ragavan and the hands where you don't are just worlds apart in how much power you bring to the table. But of course, if they answer Ragavan, then you know, obviously you got a game. But the games where like you just connect with Ragavan, it's just it just feels very hard to lose. Oh, hammer time. Oh wait, what is this? It does not look like hammer time. Is this red time? This is red time. I could Fury, but I'm going to wait till next turn where they might have more blockers. Fury can hopefully clear the way, and hopefully I got a better pitch than Season Pyromancer next turn too. Okay, 8 whack. You know, yeah, I'll take. This is just a really good Fury target. Good pitch Fury. Oh, that's it. That's an excellent pitch. Devastating Summons. I could cast Devastating Summons. But sacrificing 2 lands... yeah, I don't know about that. I could play Season Pyromancer and try to draw into another red card to pitch. It might not be half bad. The alternative is I could just put Obosh to hand. Yeah, let's do this. Let's discard a Mountain and Ragavan. Okay. And then let's pitch the Spikefield. Alrighty. Alright. Well, that was just a quick concede, I guess. Obosh is nice, but something tells me that this is a matchup for Chalice. I hope they don't have some type of weird pro-white nonsense. I was trying to think. I don't know, Chalice might be tough though, because we don't even really want Blood Moon, I don't think. I don't even know what type of white shenanigans they're up to. Maybe 2 Blood Moon, 2 Magus, I guess, just in case. With 12 1-drops, you know, and remember, these can get pitched to Season Pyromancer too. And, you know, 2/3 of them can get pitched to Fury, so maybe it's still okay. Because I think Chalice on 1 is going to be our jazz. Maybe Chalice on 0. Chalice on 0 is always so much better on the play. Yeah, maybe Chalice is more of a play card. I don't know. Well, we're trying out Chalice, so we want to test him. Well, we're definitely playing Chalice on 0, because, yeah. We're just waiting till their turn in case this affects their decision on what to play. Okay. Well, since we can't stop this ability, we might as well at least stop the Signal Pest from attacking. Alright, and let's try to play Chalice on 1. We can even play Chalice on 2 later, so we're going to get the whole Chalice smorgasbord. Alrighty. Contested Warzone. Alrighty. Could go after Memnite because Blast Zone could theoretically take care of Bushwhacker. Yeah, I guess I'll take care of Memnite, but I will probably just stomp the Bushwhacker. Yeah, we want to get the stomps out of our hand before we drop Chalice on 2. Alright, that's that, I guess. Cool stuff. But for some reason, the victory screen takes a long time to come up. Alright. Alright, match 3. GLHF. Let's see, we're off to a good start, 2-0, but that's how our last league started, and then we ended up 3-2. Alright, so we're looking at this, that's for sure. Gigantus, probably Tron. Well, we're on the play, and we got Blood Moon, so can't really complain too much, I guess. Yeah, Hammer is the most binnable card, I think. Let's do this. Magus is way better against Tron, but there's a lot of other decks that Blood Moon is better against. Yeah, we're just gonna cycle it, because Pyrite Spellbomb gets an advantage later in the game that Relic doesn't when you cycle it, namely that Pyrite can deal 4 damage, possibly. We are going to cycle this, don't make no mistake about that. Okay. And then we are going to play Blood Moon, make no mistake about that. Alrighty, let's see. So I got the forest. Got the mine. I think we need to start trying to cycle. Because we have to hit Obosh. Yeah. Otherwise we're in big trouble. Okay, if they drop Baby Karn, we gotta... Okay, good. Alrighty. Our entire game plan is go for Obosh. She would have hit for 2 this turn. We could hit for another 2 next turn, and we could hit for 4 with Obosh. Like, Mages is way better in games 2 and 3, but at least Blood Moon gives us a fighting chance in game 1. Let's see. And there's some consideration in not cracking, but the problem is we're not at 5 mana yet. Okay, Ragavan. That's definitely where we want to be. Okay. I think we just play it. Because, like, the reality is, it's better if we deal 4 damage next turn than if we just deal with an extra 1 this turn, so... We play Gigantha, I'm guessing. Okay. Well, hopefully we draw another land so we can drop Obosh and clear the path. Kind of nice. Alright, well, if not, we just have to drop Obosh and call it a day. They can't use this to play generic cost, so it won't help them cast Ujin, thankfully. But they could drop a Wormcoil Engine. Oh, Ujin the Ineffable, not the Spirit Dragon, okay. Ah, dang it, they can take our Obosh. Or that. Actually, I think that's actually better. Yeah, I think that's better. Because I think we just win now, unless I'm mistaken. Because we can deal 4, 6, 12? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's GG. Oh, I should have, I guess I can't. I could add green. Yes, alright. Alrighty. A good thing they went after the Blood Moon instead of the Obosh. I think they should have gone after Obosh. They could deal with Blood Moon later, but maybe they just didn't have Wormcoil in hand, so I don't know. Because we drew the Spikefield, even if they had Wormcoil, we had exactly 20. 3 lightning bolts, 666, the unholy trinity, to make 18 plus Spikefield Hazard for 2 with Obosh. So there you go. We definitely want all the moon effects. And so, question: since Obosh is pretty important to finishing off the game, do we want Chalice on 1 or not? Because Chalice on 1 is actually pretty decent against Tron. I think it's more so decent on the play, to be honest. But then again, Obosh is better on the play too. I think Fury is very meh. And I think Blood Moon, and I think Hammer is very meh, but 2 hammers still make, I think, sense. Bonecrushers are meh. Bonecrushers would definitely be the thing. No, I guess Lightning Bolt would come out. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we bring in Chalice, because we've got so many 1-drops ourselves. Yeah, that's the issue. We cripple our deck almost as much as theirs. Alright, Obosh, I choose you. Well, we don't have a moon effect, but we do have Ragavan. We can draw a moon effect in the next 2 turns. Just we got more moon effects than we have Ragavan. And Pillage, let's not forget. So, let's see. Well, that's good. That means we have more time. Alrighty. Alright, let's play Season Pyromancer. Discard. Probably Bonecrusher and Relic. Alright. Yeah, because the thing is, we need these cards to draw into like answers and stuff. This is not what we wanted, but it is what we get. When we got 10, we got 4 Pillages, 4 Blood Moons, 2 Mage's Limits. We got 10 of those land interaction, but I don't know. Okay. Wow. Well, so it goes sometimes. We're gonna wait on playing Blast Zone because if we drop a moon effect, okay, well that's about time, but it might be too late. It probably is too late. Yep, it's too late. Dang it, we had so many turns to draw something. Like, what the frick? Alright, well, let's see here. Another tower. I think I go Den of the Bugbear if I can. Just hits like a brick. Man, they've got a clunky hand too. Clunktaster 3000. Man, look at this. We've both got clunk. We got clunky hands galore. Okay. Alrighty. Well, can't do much with that this turn. Let's see if they drop Karn liberated. They liberate my Den of the Bugbear. Alright, so they can liberate something. I would imagine they liberate my Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, they're definitely liberating something. Yep, they liberate my Den of the Bugbear. The thing is, I can actually bring this off the table, but like, where does that ultimately take me? I don't even know. Yeah, I think I have to go after them. Because, like, ultimately, I think Karn is just a distraction. I could put Obosh to hand, but... I mean, that could help to finish off, yeah. Because then, like, a lightning bolt off the top could potentially be lethal. So I think that's, yeah, I think Obosh is my best chance. They may have to just go after the Ragavan. Okay, let's see. Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, we'll exile Blast Zone. They gotta have something to block. Oh, not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. Normally that's my gig. I guess they play it for 0 for the Cascade decks. Okay. Fortunately, I can't quite. Well, at least I can force them to use this by doing this. That's probably a mistake. I probably should have just tried to swarm more, but the problem is they can just, they'll just ping it for 1. Alrighty. Chalice on 1 is creating some issues. Alright, let's see. I can play this as a 3-drop, but I think I need to go face. That way a top deck Hammer Bogargan may, keyword may, actually save me. Well, no, it's unlikely because I think they'll just pump that up to as much as they need. Yeah, because they can pump this up to a 7 easily, and then they just use 2 counters, then hit me for 5, and then finish off. Yeah, they have got to pump this up. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so it's a 1-1. It's the first game we lost this league, but thankfully we got 1 more left in the match. It'd be nice to take down every single game, but, you know. And I don't know what to say. On the play, Chalice... Actually, on the play, Chalice on 1 definitely can be kind of devastating, actually. Devastating enough to not play my cantrips. These cantrips are so essential, though, because sometimes we just need to hit that 3rd land. But the problem is, I guess we don't have Furies anymore in the deck anyway. Yeah, we don't have Obosh anymore either if we put this in, so let's try it out. Let's try playing Chalice. Yeah, I don't like this any more than you all. Yeah, I don't like having 12 1-drops and Chalice any more than you all, but on the play, I think it's tempting enough. The problem is if we don't have it, then losing Obosh is huge if we don't actually draw the Chalice. but it increases the number of hands I think we can keep. We're going to try it out. Yeah, and see what I mean? I think this hand would have been a good kind of a nothing burger hand without the chalice. We're going to hope that the chalice shuts off a hefty amount of their one-drops. I think it might. Ooh. Now that this is where Chalice on 1 can really shine. Because every little cantrip it shuts off when they're this low just makes it exponentially harder for them to crawl back in. And no deck crawls back in quite like Tron, so I mean Tron definitely is the master at crawling back. So minimizing their ability to do that. The first hand, of course, was just complete mana screw, so of course we couldn't keep that. And this hand, turn 2 Chalice, turn 3 Blood Moon, might be good enough. Let's see. The thing is, I think we can only bring in Chalice on the play. Because on the draw, it's just, you know, they can just use too many of their 1-drops. I guess they don't know we have it, but I could have tried it last game. I think Obosh was, yeah, no, I don't know. We could have tried it last game. It is possible. Like I said, it does increase the number of oh, so well, this is unfortunate for them. Alrighty. Did we side out our lightning bolts? Yeah, we did. Dismember. I think we play Bonecrusher. Just play it, not stomp. I should have dropped Blast Zone first, so because I like dropping Blast Zone with 0 counters on it, because that way if the moon effect gets dealt with, we can deal with Worm Coil Engine tokens. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm just going to play another Bonecrusher. The bone crushing can definitely become strong. Alrighty. Definitely forest. Okay. And they're taking 10 next turn, so pretty close. Oh, and that's game. Alright, cool. I don't know if Chalice actually made a difference that game, or they were just so badly mana screwed. But I would at least start off with trying Chalice in the play. Alright. Alright, match 4. Holy Neptune, it's Neptune. Alright, and relics and spellbombs galore might help us hit our Blood Moon if this is the elemental deck. Man, we're looking forward to the cat deck. This is, after all, a cat beast. But yeah, unless this is the fabled cat deck, then this is probably elementals. I know their game. They're throwing us off. They're a cat deck. I know. They think I'm not onto them. I'm absolutely onto them. Alrighty. Alrighty. Probably should have let off on the blast zone, because then we could have cycled one of those. And if it was a den of the Bugbear, could have played it. Anyway, let's see. Let's just do this. Okay. And they're kind of pulling out of their mana screw though, so we just do this. Cut them off from green, blue, red, white. Still. Okay, Omnath. Fetch land. Okay. Alright, that's okay, because actually Blood Moon, I think, will cut it down to size quite a bit. And then we can deal with it later. Alrighty. They're cutting them off of white, which is kind of huge. Mole Drifter, you'll get caught up in the... And without white, they can't ephemerate, so that's very important for us. Alright, let's see. Okay. I think we gotta play this. I think we just tag that before they can play like an untapped plains. Now they might just be able to play Fury. That is a possibility. And honestly, maybe I should have just tried to combine burn spells. Ah, okay. They might just evoke Fury then. Should be fine. Okay. Alright, we like Fury. Let's attack first, because I'm a little worried that they're gonna like put in a Solitude to draw a card and deal with my Bonecrusher. Alright. So here's what I think we're gonna do. Hammer's such a long-term prospect at this point that I think we're going to go 1-1. Or like so. Now they might throw out the Solitude. Okay. And now we put Obosh to hand. Ah, good thing we did that before they have Ephemerate mana. And hit the Blood Moon. Okay, well, I mean, ironically, when they get all the mana, and now they unlock our Blast Zone at least. Well, I mean, I can't think of literally anything better to do, so let's do this. It might meet a Solitude, but we shall see. Yeah, it's going to meet a Solitude. I guess we gain a lot of life. Well, actually only 3. Alright. Oh, well, I guess we get to stomp that. Well, although we got to keep in mind they do have Ephemerate. So maybe we'll try to block it. I'm playing Fury? That's not Fury mana. Muldrifter, okay. Well, they might as well have Ephemerated their Muldrifter if they've got Ephemerate. Alright, well. Let's see if they block. I doubt they will. Alright. Well, Fury seems like the bee's knees right here. I mean, so they might have Ephemerate, but you'd think that they would have done that earlier, but, you know. They have to choose which one at least to Ephemerate, unless they got 2 Ephemerates. Alrighty. Maybe they're digging for another Ephemerate. Okay. Yeah, what card advantage? Yeah, wow. Yeah, Muldrifter was a great addition. They weren't always playing this. I don't know why they weren't. Muldrifter seems like fun. Right, their Fury. This is fine, we got the Lightning Bolt for it. Oh, maybe not fine though, because they might have another Ephemerate. And another Fury. Maybe I should have waited to play a land. Alright. Yeah, maybe Pillage helps out, but like, yeah, they drew a lot of basics, so. I think we're going to try Meteor Strike, or Meteor Swarm, whatever it's called. Solitude, at least we gain life. don't know why they're not playing Kira and, you know, dealing an extra 3 damage. 2 from Obosh, 1 from Solitude. Yeah, Hammer Bogargan could have helped there, but I had no idea they were going to break out of this, and alright, it's okay, we'll take games 2 and 3. Meteor, Swarm. We could play Chalice, but I don't think it's necessary. Just careful planning should be enough. I don't think they use their Graveyard for much of anything. I don't think they play pro-red stuff. Golly, it would be horrible if they did. So I'm gonna take out. And Pyrite Spellbomb though. No, you know what? Pyrite Spellbomb is just such a good failsafe. It's better than Lightning Bolt, believe it or not. All right. So this is going to be our first test run of Meteor Swarm. But in theory, I like it in this matchup. It's because they got a lot of beefy creatures. It can be a 2-for-1. It can deal with. It's mostly the 2-for-1 potential. I mean, it costs 5 mana to get a 2-for-1. It can cost 4 if we just want to get it out earlier. But no, there's no keeping this hand. All right. I still don't know about this hand, but I guess it's more keepable. I don't know. Yeah, I can't mulligan this one. I know this is weird, but hear me out. I think color screwing them with Blood Moon is one of our best bets. So I'm gonna try to pillage them out and then just draw 2 with Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm gonna hold on to Spikefield Hazard just in case. May need their removal. Well, ideally I want to wait for basics. So I think I'm just going to put Obosh to hand. Some of the earlier versions played black for Lightning Skelemental. I don't think this version does. Okay. Well, that's going to be a good pillage target. I think we're going to get rewarded for being patient with the pillages. Strange things are happening to me. All right. I feel like I can be a little more. I can play this out. I do need to hit my land drops, and I do have Fury to help deal with creatures. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And we can play either Fury or Obosh next turn, which I like. Oh, sweet. Okay, well that was... I guess the pillage plan definitely was the plan. Strange things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it. Okay, let's see here. I mean, how can I possibly consider Hammer before Lightning Bolt? I just don't know. Yeah, I guess Meteor Swarm is kind of taking the place of Hammer. I think Meteor Swarm's just better because it outright deals with a lot of the higher toughness type creatures. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Actually, Meteor Swarm probably is a good replacement for Hammer in a lot of these matchups. Like, it still has this punchy kind of card advantage type aspect to it that Hammer does, but it can also do big stuff. And yeah, you know, we might lose a little bit of our late game potential, but I think we're fine. It's not like that much clunkier than Hammer too. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see. Mulligan to 5. Well, this might be kind of a nothing burger game. That sucks. Who knows? Maybe we put the fear in them by pillaging off their basics. I know it's so annoying to face like a Ponza type deck, but I mean, like, something's got to keep these multicolor monstrosities in check, right? I mean, right? Like, this deck will just outgrind anything if you can't mess with its mana. Strange things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it. This might just be GG. Oh, Force Negation. I wasn't expecting that. Ain't no doubt about that. Da 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 da. Alright, well, maybe we just pillage off their regular lands. It's not as, it's not as, you know, glamorous, but, but, you know, I mean, at the end of the day... So, okay, alright, GG's. Alrighty. Match 5, playing for the trophy, and I don't know about this hand. We're up against Tennis Star. I'm guessing it's going to be like a Hammer Time deck. Well, there's no Luris, so... I mean, this deck, this hand has kind of the core building blocks, but it just doesn't matter. I think we can... Oh, this deck also, but it does have the potential for turn 2 Blood Moon, and, well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Game 1, I think Relic has a better chance of being our marquee card, so I don't know. Well, okay. I'm getting like bad vibes about this. Hopefully they don't have a prismatic ending because, okay, they do, because the way they tapped it just indicates it. But okay, come on, Relic, you gotta be kidding me. I even mulligan too, but what are you gonna? Can I just suck it up and just accept it? I don't know. Well, how about they get mana screwed, and then how about they accept that? Nope. Alrighty. You gotta be kidding me. Well, at least I can hit it with... Alrighty, let's see. Strange things are happening to me. Strange things. The good thing we didn't use a lightning bolt on Teferi. I could try to use Blood Moon, but if they counter it, then that's like complete disaster. It's, oh, I can't respond. Well, if I knew they were playing frickin' Spellstutter Sprite, then maybe I should have, They're calling us lucky. Give me a break. Like, I'm still so far behind. I'm not hitting my land drops. Like, what? I guess they forgot about their own Teferi. Things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it. Well, the problem is Teferi is just gonna bounce Blood Moon if I drop it, so I don't know. Man, this is like, come on. Well, I can use that at least. I can heck of a lot use that. Yeah, there's just, you know, this is just not gonna work out here. Active Jace, Batterskull, you know. I mean, like, they're so frustrating. Like, a mulligan too. That's just, I guess I shouldn't have kept that hand, but come on, like, just so, ugh. I'd understand if I, why would I keep the first hand? Maybe I shouldn't have kept the second hand. It's like, at a certain point, you mulligan out of 5 against a control deck, and what are you expecting? 24 lands, too. I love having 24 lands because I get to complain when I don't draw them. It's so cool. Alright, Fury is definitely what we want to take out. Yeah, and I think Relic is, Magus is just better. I mean, Fury can be good against the, yeah, but I think this is just kind of how, yeah, no, two Relics I think is fine. Yeah, 2 Relics is fine. Alrighty. Alright, so are they going to Prismatic Ending this again? I mean, how many, like, if they're playing Azorius control, which I think they are, I guess they do have Path too, but, you know, Path is definitely a really good card for us. Come on, man, every single time. Oh, never mind. Oops, so I guess I complained a little too early. Just the motions of them, like, pumping mana into something are just so, like, that card. This might just be GG. Things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it. We'll play another Ragavan. These things. Strange. Now, do we want to feed another Pyrite Spellbomb into it, possibly another Engineer Explosives? I answered my own question before I finished. So we'll see. Strange things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it. Okay. Well, we're going to stomp. I guess they could force a negation, but stomping just seems like... Yeah, I should have played this out. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Doubt about it. Hammer, I think, is gotta be a card they put to the bottom. Because it effectively prevents it from coming back from the graveyard, too. Lightning Bolt. I got to disagree, my good sir. I think Hammer, in the long run, was probably going to be more dangerous, but, you know, to each his own. We gotta hold up Pyrite Spellbomb also in case they got, like, Spell Starter Sprite. Alrighty. I guess I'll try to pillage an island. I mean, you know, this seems like a good thing to do. Yeah, sure. Alright. Fetch land. I know that basic. Got respect. Respect. Not anymore. We're going to do this on the end of their turn. That way they can't force negate it. Alrighty. Man, this extra mana just helps out so much. Like, Dios mio. Oh yeah, there's only one problem. I guess I should have saved a pillage for their Batterskull, maybe. Yeah, it's okay. We got the Bonecrusher, so maybe it's... And we got Hammer for long-term beats, so maybe it's okay. Alrighty, do we just do a double block? Nah, I think we're just gonna hope to draw pillage. Let's see here. Yeah, we just needed to hold on to pillage more carefully. I forgot about Stoneforge. Oh, but they were locked under it though, so I guess that was a good reason. Alright, post-league wrap up. And, you know, if you like my videos, please smash the like button. It means a lot to me. So, alright, just thought I'd say that in the beginning for a change, which is probably the best place to say it. But in any case, what's the takeaway? Okay. Well, we never got to see Meteor Showers. I mean, Meteor Swarm. I really want to call this Meteor Shower, but there was an older card that's way worse that has that name. But we never drew it. But honestly, that makes me wonder, like, how many matchups, you know, do we really bring this in? How many matchups do we really bring the Snaring Bridge against? Probably it was a mistake to have 4 Snaring Bridges, especially since we got 4 Chalice that can hold the ground, you know, against those, like, you know, Cascade type decks. So, yeah, so, you know, how about this, you know? How about we go back to Magus of the Moon in the main. Oops. I materialize 4 Magi out of nothing. There we go. Magus of the Moon. And how about we drop down to 2 Meteor Swarm? You know, I still think Meteor Swarm has some potential. Maybe we just don't need it as a 4 of. I could easily see this going back to Ensnaring Bridge. The Ensnaring Bridge definitely has a lot of, like, lockout power that other decks don't have. Yeah, in a way, I'm kind of wondering, like, what am I smoking? Of course, Ensnaring Bridge has got to be better. You know, but for what it's worth, you definitely have a better chance of beating Golgari Walkers and Copycat with something like Meteor Shower. Makes me wonder if I still want it as a 4-of. I just didn't get to see it at all, but I don't know. But then again, against control, sometimes just having more mood effects really helps get us there. It's an interesting question. I suppose I could also just play 4 Meteor Swarms and then maybe drop the Chalices, play Meteor Swarm and Ensnaring Bridge. But then what do we do against Burn? What do we do against like Ad Nauseam? What do we do against Cascade? Yeah, I mean, Ensnaring Bridge. I mean, Chalice actually covers a lot of. Oh yeah, it also improves the Hammer Time matchup. We've been doing pretty well against the Hammer Time matchup. You know, Obosh is just totally unnecessary in Hammer Time, and Chalice just is quite a good card in that matchup, to say the least. So, yeah, anyway, maybe we'll just do this. I think Meteor Swarm comes in a little more often against a few more decks. Again, though, one thing I don't like about this versus Ensnaring Bridge against like Murktide Regent is that, you know, if we got Ensnaring Bridge, we can try to sneak it in play when they're tapped out. And then sometimes, like, they need exactly Brazen Borrower in order to deal with it, whereas with Meteor Shower, we can only really play this once they play out a Murktide Regent. And, you know, once they do that, then, yeah, then obviously they might have a counterspell up, in which case it would have been better to play something preemptive that can deal with it. But then again, you know, they could also be bringing in, like, you know, Smash the Smithereens or Braids or, like, you know, Artifact Hate, so it's just they always have counterspell, you know. And I'm also kind of still wondering if 4 Meteor Swarm might have merit. I mean, costing 4 mana is pretty clunky, so that's one of the considerations to maybe kind of makes me wonder if, like, there could be a good X spell that might be able to. I wonder, something like Earthquake. That actually gets me thinking, because like Earthquake is scalable too. I mean, yeah, it can't. Although Earthquake doesn't hit Murktide Regent, that's a big problem. I wonder if there's any card that, like, basically clears the board for red. You know, I guess there is Oblivion Stone, our old pal. Actually, Oblivion Stone could help against Enchantress. It could help against what was it? Could help against those Saheeli Walker's deck. Clearing a bunch of things out at once. It can kind of help against Murktide, but they get at least one good attack in, which is no bueno. Yeah, but this has got to be, like, better as a 2-of than as a 4-of. I think as a 4-of, it's just way too clunky. This is the kind of card, though, that does make sense as a 2-of. Is an answer to Murktide Regent. I don't know, though. But Jen Walker's deck and whatnot, it's just it still just might. A lot of that might have just come down to us just not drawing a lot of burn, but, you know, it's hard to say. Yeah, well, I think we'll go with 2 Meteor Swarms, and I guess part of me definitely wants to play Ensnaring Bridge, but I mean, we've definitely seen Ensnaring Bridge do a lot of work in the past. Could sometimes stop a lot of stuff at once. Did good against Death Shadow, good against Murktide Regent, good against, like, a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, it is kind of. There is some interesting consideration. I guess one problem, though, is that they might be bringing an artifact anyway when they see our relics and our spell bombs. I don't know. Plus, it's really good against rhinos if it sticks. It's really good against I mean, Meteor Swarm can deal with 2 rhinos, but it costs 5 mana to do that. You know, I think I've talked myself out of Meteor Swarm. Like, you know, yeah, it's just too clunky. I think it's just I mean, we never got to see it, you know, in play at all. So like, it's hard to say, isn't it? Alrighty. Alright, until next time. Let's just I might just go back to Staring Bros, but we'll see. Alright, take care.